What's up, everyone? Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, coming in for a Monday training to help you totally crush your business. And today we're going to talk about the power of third-party tools and three-way chats, because that is where the magic happens, my friends. Not only for yourself, but also for your team. Okay, not everyone has the gift of gab, and not everyone can close people and have those skills. And a lot of you are probably struggling in those areas. So this will apply to most of you as well. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop over to Facebook really quick and so I can see the comments. So what I want you to do is share with me right now, because we're live streaming on YouTube as well. Share with me. I want to know where you're tuning in from: city, state, province, country. I've got my Austin, Texas shirt on here to represent. And then I also want to know, are you currently using third-party tools? Are you using three-way chats? I want to know what you're using right now, so that way I can help you to navigate this if this is new for you as well, okay? So are you currently using these? And make sure you stay till the end, because I have a brand new masterclass to announce that I've put together. It's on the books. It is scheduled. And I want to help you totally crush it when it comes to your stories as well. So let me just pull this. I'm afraid if I pull it up, it's going to start talking. Hold on. All right. So we are, okay, good. We're live. Awesome. Okay. So why don't you two let me know where you're tuning in from, and then we'll talk about three-way chats and third-party tools. So first off, we're going to talk about why third-party tools, okay? Why third-party tools? Because if you don't understand the why, then it's obviously harder to go ahead and use them, right? So understanding the why behind them is just as important as the how, okay? So the first piece of this with the why is because third-party tools allow you and your prospects, okay, and people on your team to introduce social proof, okay? So many times when we're chatting with people, especially if you're not confident and you're still working on that piece of your business, you have to use third-party tools to lean on until you become confident yourself. However, even if you are confident yourself, you're like, I know the comp plan by the back of my hand, right? Or I'm a nutritionist, so I know everything about supplements, whatever. The person is asking themselves, this is huge, you guys. The person is asking themselves, can I do this? They're asking themselves that, can I do this? So if you come in and you've got a product that's heavy in education, and you're like, hey, Sally, wanted to let you know, there's this certain DNA that you're not expressing the gene, and if you don't incorporate this enzyme within 30 minutes of waking up, and then also drink this magical superfood, superfood before all meals, like if it's this whole thing of education, obviously I'm being a little silly, but if it's this whole thing of education, that prospect is like, I can't do this. Like, how am I going to learn all that stuff? There's no way, because people are not confident at that stage in the game. They're just in that pre-contemplation stage, okay? If you introduce a third-party tool, such as a video, YouTube video preferably, that way you don't have to wait for them to get into a group and tag them and stuff. So a YouTube video, or maybe a Facebook video that's public that they don't have to get into a group for. Video, send them a website, your website, right? Send them before and after pictures if you're talking about the product, some testimonials, or even a snapshot of a success story from someone on your team. PDFs, if it's something where they need to see a PDF, maybe it's a little ebook, whatever. Okay, those third-party tools, when you give those to people, it's going to allow them to see that the tool is doing the work. All you're doing is just hitting a button and sending it to them. Okay, so the most important piece of this is, even if you know your products in and out, and you're Miss Smarty Pants with 12 degrees or something, you don't want to be Miss Smarty Pants with 12 degrees. So I'm in health and wellness. I have PhDs in natural health and holistic nutrition. I'm an ingredient nerd. Like, I used to be the person where I worked at, that when a supplement was released, I had to go research it and come up with the selling points, those little hot tips, those little buzzwords, kind of the Dr. Oz style, that we could use on TV segments, in radio, and out in the field when we were training health food stores. So I had to be that person. I'm not going to tell people that. I don't want people to be like, oh, well, of course she's successful at this. She's a nutritionist. that's not going to serve me in this situation. It actually hurts me. So the more you can level the playing field and make it super simple for people, the better results you're going to get. So put yes, Kimberly, if this is making sense in the comments, put that below like, okay, I totally get it. Okay. So you are also going to get people who are thinking, I can do this. Okay, that's where duplication comes in. When you can plug people into something so simple that your Aunt Susie can get on Facebook tomorrow, having never been on Facebook and have success, you know you have something you can share with the world. Okay, you know you have something you can get behind. But if you are like, okay, I'm not really sure if they would be able to get this or pick this up, or I mean, there's so much they have to learn. That's a red flag with your business if you're looking at duplicating quickly, okay? So third-party tools introduce social proof, which means other people are having success, not just you. And it also levels the playing field and allows the belief to come in for people to see themselves having success, okay? And this is more obviously the business side, but you can use this for product as well, especially if you have a more technical product. You're going to want to share a video explaining the technical product so that person isn't, again, going, am I going to have to know all this? That's not good. Okay, we want to make it really, really simple for people. Okay, so that's the why. The how, this is so important, okay, is first off, by the way, this is your homework, because I remember not knowing this. Your homework is to come up with a library on your phone. It could just be a notepad app, whatever. What are your go-to videos, your go-to testimonials? I save those in a specific folder with my company name on it. And so I pull it up whenever I need, a certain product testimonial, a before and after, my stuff. I put that all in a folder. And then I use a notepad app to save all the links to all the videos. It could be about the product. It could be about the opportunity. It could be about our team. I have them all saved in one spot. And what I do is I think it through. Okay. So I had a girl I was chatting with last night, and she's already been in network marketing for a while. She's had some success, but hasn't found her home yet. Okay, so she said, I'm looking for something different. She's like, the way that everything's shifted right now with the economy, with everything being online, she's like, I need something I can feel like I can get behind, and that's working. She's like, what we're doing is not working. And I said, oh, well, let's talk about that. But when I said, okay, here, check this out, why don't you watch this video? I thought to myself, out of my library, what would make the most sense for me to send to her based on where she's at? So if you're just like sending stuff and you're like, oh, I don't even know, there's no rhyme or reason, you need to do some homework on that. So maybe what you can do is go into your team pages, see what you guys have on YouTube, gather up, go watch some, spend some time knowing what resources you have. Because like most people, we get started and we're just like, there's so much to learn and we don't even know how to log into the back office. We don't know, there's like 12 groups we're in and there's another training. So I get it, but this is your business. So you need to be the expert. You need to know, okay, out of my library, based on this person, this is what I'm going to send them. Also, you need to know their pain points to pick the third-party tool. So if you're just sending the same thing to everybody, that is a red flag to me. So if you were my trainee or on my team, I'd be like, oh, hold the train. Let me see some screenshots. Let me see some conversation. Because if you're doing the whole, hey, so-and-so, we haven't chatted in a while. I know everything's real crazy right now. How you doing? Chatting it up. And you're like, okay, while I have you, I wanted to share something with you because a lot of people are looking for a plan B. They're looking for a way to supplement their income right now. Have you ever thought about doing something on social media if I taught you how to do it? And they're like, I haven't, but sure, I'm curious or whatever, I'll look at it. And then you just send them a video. You don't know their pain points. You don't know anything. Okay, we need to find out a bit more about what's going on with them. Are they trying to replace their full-time job? Are they trying to stay home with their kids? Is it the time freedom? Is it that they're in debt? Have they tried network marketing before? Or if you're an online marketer, you need to have some context here, and also with the products. You can't assume everybody wants to grow their hair back if you're in hair care, or you can't assume everybody is trying to focus on anti-aging with skincare. Their whole thing might be sunspots or rosacea. So you have to find out the pain points before you send the third-party tool. It's going to take you some skills to develop. It's huge. So how is you're going to send them something that you think through and make sure it's appropriate for them. And then this is really important. I can't see the comments. I'm going to scooch over. I'm like, hey, let me see if I can move this. Oh my God, I'm scared. Oh, I just did it. Are we good? So much better. I can see the comments. Yes, yes, yes. It's my love language, you guys. You know the 5 love languages? I'm definitely an affirmations girl. Words. Just tell me you're loving this. Oh, good question, Tara. So I actually have a couple that I really like, and I've tried a couple. The one I like the most, and you have to pay for it because you don't want the ads. It's like a few dollars. It's not expensive. It's Notes, but it's N plus OTES. So there's like a plus symbol, must be like a branding thing. N plus OTES. I have an iPhone. I love it so much. It's amazing. It's easy to read. It's awesome. So I just save them all in there and I label what they are. And that's super, super helpful. Okay, so the second piece is, how do you do this? So you're going to send them the third-party tool. And please, if you hear one thing today, this is going to set you free. You have to keep the conversation moving. You have to. If you say to them, and people are still doing this because I just did a profile, or I did a messenger review somewhere, I can't remember. Oh, Mastermind. Inside of Goal Digger University, we did a messenger review last week where people sent their conversations and I analyzed them. And I'm still seeing it now. So I know some of you are still doing this. If you say to them, hey, here's a video, let me know when you watch it. Or if you send them the video and you say, hey, when do you think you could watch the video? Okay, that's all the old school stuff that doesn't work anymore. Okay, one, it's been said a million times, so people just instantly are like, ugh. But also people like me, I don't know when I'm gonna watch the video. Like, I'll watch it tonight. You know, I can't tell you when I'm gonna watch the video. But also, if you say to them, when you're done watching watching the video, hopefully it's not a movie, it should be short. When you're done watching this video, you've just lost control. You just lost control. Or if you say, hey, check out the website, hit me back up once you're done, you've lost control. If you say, I'm going to add you to a Facebook group, when you're in, let me know and I'll tag you on the video, you've lost control, because we can't just add people to Facebook groups anymore, can we? So how many times have you added people to a Facebook group and then you're looking and they're not in there, and you're looking and they're not in there, and then it's that awkward, like, I don't want to bother them, but they're not in there. And then you message them and then they don't respond and you're like, oh my gosh, did I lose them? We have to keep the conversation going. Facebook groups definitely have their place, especially if they're more of a green personality and they have a lot of questions. I do that on the back end. This process I do for you, or I'm sharing right now, I do now. I just went through this whole process last night with somebody. Okay, so it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, you need to do this process, in my opinion, to bring in the third party tools and chat so the person can see how this works and then they can see themselves doing it. Okay, so keep the ball moving. Yes. So how do you do that? You send them the tool and say, cool, here is a video on blank. Here's my website. Here's some awesome pictures to check out. While you're looking at that, okay, while you're watching that, while you're looking at that, I'm going to get you some more information. I'm going to get you some more details on how this can help you with blank. And then you're going to fill in the pain point. I'm going to get you some more information on how this can help you, how you can build this business on your cell phone. I'm going to get you some more information on how we use social media to add another stream of income. Okay, so you are telling them, go ahead and watch that, but we're still moving on. Like this train is moving. We're still going and you're still in control of the conversation. Okay. Evernote. Oh yeah, duh. Evernote's a good one. I forgot about that, Tara. Evernote. The nice thing about Evernote is we use it for scripts and stuff like that. Or, you know, if we have a challenge, we put together scripts for everything or everything that we do, and then we can share it with our team, which is really nice. Okay, so you're going to keep the train moving, and then you're going to introduce the three-way chat, which is part 2 of this. And with the three-way chat, do not ask for permission. Most people don't understand three-way chats. They're not like us who do this for a living. Okay, so if you're talking to a prospect, they're like, what is the three-way chat? It just sounds weird. It sounds like, you know, you're like, here, let me pick you up and we're going to go to Debbie's house and we're going to talk to Debbie about this opportunity. That's just like, whoa, what does that mean? You know, and then it's like resistance again, like, oh, is Debbie going to sell me? Is Debbie going to try to close me? We don't want to, and I learned this from Ray Higdon, we don't want to raise resistance. Our entire job is to lower resistance. So have them watch the video. They're doing their thing. Hey, what's up, girl? They're doing their thing. And then what you're going to do is you are going to keep going. So you're going to say, let me get you some more information. Don't ask. Then you create a three-way chat. Okay, you create a three-way chat. and you prep your upline. So shoot your upline a quick message and say, hey, I'm about to put you in a chat with Stephanie. I met Stephanie, on social media. She commented on my post I did, or she viewed my stories and about my poll about making $500 a month on social media. She is a mom, and she's also she has a corporate job, but she's trying to get home to be with her kids. Her kids are really young. So give her a quick, give your upline a little context, because then she can direct her conversation to fit that person. Okay. So what you're going to do is prep your upline. You're going to create the three-way chat, and you're going to edify each person. So let's say Stephanie is my prospect, and then we'll say Christine's my upline. I'm like, hey guys, and I say, hey, Stephanie and Christine. I just tag both of them. I write it out, and then I voice memo because that's easier for me. Hey, Christine, I want to introduce you to Stephanie. She's one of my goal diggers. We met on social media. She was checking out my post about building some extra income on social media. And Stephanie, this is Christine. She's my coach, mentor. She's a freaking rock star. She's taught me everything that I know. Huge reason why we have the success we have and the systems we have in place. I learned from her. She's been doing this a lot longer than I have, so she can tell you more about how we do this. And then Christine will share her story, why this company, why we're having success, and say, do you have any other questions? If the person replies back and asks a legit question, myself and my upline can go back and forth with her. But as soon as I see the opportunity, this is also important, you guys, okay? Because I have had people literally put me in chats and say, okay, Kimberly, do your thing and take it away. I'm like, oh no, I'm helping you. I'm helping you. You can take it away. So be careful with that. So we're chatting it up. And then when I see an opportunity, I go back to Stephanie privately, and I'm like, hey, Stephanie, isn't Christine awesome? She's just a legend. I freaking love her. So let's, based on what she said, if you don't have any other questions, let me go ahead and get you information on getting started. Do you want me to send that over to you? And then Stephanie's like, yeah, send it over. And I almost every single time, pretty much every time, people are like, yeah, send it over. Everybody wants to know, what does it cost to get started? But usually I don't send the website at that point. I've only sent videos and some third-party tools. I don't typically send my website at the beginning because I don't want to. I don't want to send that to them unless I know that they've moved through the process. I know that they've spent time. I know that my upline's gotten in front of them. It's almost like if you are kind of saying, here's how much it is before you've built the value. Part of the value is my upline, you guys. If your uplines are not hands-on and they're not here for you, then you need to go up above that upline and find somebody who will freaking pay attention to you and help you build a business. They're making money off of you. They need to participate, okay? That makes me so mad when people are like, my uplines won't help me. I'm like, okay, what are they doing then? Eating bonbons? I'm so confused. Okay, feel a little sassy there, but it's kind of true. Okay, so go up until you can find somebody who's going to help you, but go back and edify. So I'm like, hey, Stephanie, isn't Christine awesome? Here, let me go ahead and get those packs to you. And that's a really good question, Suri, about potential customers or business builders. Okay, so take it back privately and then finish it. And if there's a question that comes up, you can go back into the three-way chat if you need to. Like, hey, Christine, Stephanie had another question I thought you could answer. So you can go back in the chat if you need to, but try to take it back one-on-one. And this is what I've also noticed. People will share more with me privately than they typically do in the chat because they know me better or feel more comfortable with me. So it's not necessarily good to present to them in the three-way chat. It's better, I think, to take it back privately. Now, if you're new, if you're brand new, I would say those first 10 three-way chats or your first week or two in the business, have your upline help you all the way to the end, okay? Some people will get this right away. Some people will be rocking and rolling. I didn't need my upline to help me finish up a conversation with people. I'm like, hey, here's how you get started. This is what I would recommend. I'd love to work with you. Do you want to go ahead and jump in? I can do that in my sleep. That doesn't faze me. If we're talking about the business, I need to ask them if they want to do the business. There's nothing to be afraid of. The customer side, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But if you have a more technical product or you're new, you can have your upline help you with the potential customers as well. And I do recommend that for new people. So if somebody's new, what you want to say to them is, okay, now that you're brand new, let's get you, if they've got people in mind that they're thinking of, or we actually have a 3-step launch plan that we use. So there's 3 different ways that they start promoting their business versus just going around messaging people like, hey, I started a new business. Can I get you some information? We don't teach that, but however you do it. So they're connecting with some people about their new opportunity, their new product. When that person expresses interest, or maybe they do a post on their page, you need to be pulled into that right away, because that new person isn't confident. They don't know. They're just not there yet. So if it's a potential customer, when the person is new, I would do the whole process, what we just went through, third-party tool, three-way chat, and then just say to them, you don't have to include me in three-way chats forever when it comes to the product. You'll get to a point where you're just like, here's how much it is. You want to get started? Or do you want to look at the business side too as an upsell? But when they're new, yes. Now, if you right now are a leader on your team and you've got people who are struggling, they're putting you, you're seeing them, they look like they're doing it. They're telling you they're having lots of conversations. Like, you can see their inactivity, but they're just not getting results. You are going to want to spend more time with them and do three-way chats and help them close those. Okay, so you stay with them, don't have them take it back one-on-one, and help them learn how to close properly. And remember, closing is not convincing. Closing is not some like, hey, here, let's, like some magical thing you say to people. Closing is offering a solution, and if the person's ready, then you close them, meaning they sign up and order the product or they join your team. There's no like mystery here, but just even having that conversation to ask like, hey, can I get you the product packs to get started or whatever? That's where they might need some help with that. Okay. So you're going to want to help those new people, but eventually the product, you don't really need to do a three-way chat for product, but to start with, you can. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. If you want, you all need to put link in the comments. If you're on YouTube, I don't think you can do that. So we'll put something in the description for this. But if you put link in the comments, LINK, ManyChat, if you're watching this on Facebook, ManyChat will actually message you, and you can sign up for my brand new masterclass. I have a free class for you guys. It's one of my favorite trainings. I've never done it publicly before, so we are going to do it publicly. It's on YouTube, so you have to register for the masterclass on YouTube. But this masterclass is how to structure your stories like a goal-crushing rock star. I have a method I use. There's 8 different types of stories that need to be infused into your content if you are building your business on social media. So I'm going to teach you the 8 different types, and I'm going to do it in a webinar style, well, screen share style, so I can show you exactly what the stories look like. And I'm smiling because the results that people get from it, it's like the light bulb goes off. They're like, oh. And could you imagine having a worksheet, a checklist, where you print it off and you just go check, check, check. So you knock out all your stories and you know exactly what kind of stories to post. Because most people are like, living the dream. And then you're like, ooh, I love this pen. Cool shirt. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. Okay. So it's going to be awesome. Oh, when? It's going to be on the 16th of April. 1 p.m. Central. It'll be live streaming on YouTube, like I said. There is a workbook. Well, it's a little PDF, not a workbook, but a PDF that you'll want. That's going to be your tracker that you'll need for the training. So we'll get a opt-in for that, so you can get your information in there, and it'll email it to you, but we don't have it up yet. It's designed. I just need to make the landing page for it. So just hang tight. We'll put it in the description or something. We'll email it. If you're on my email list, you'll get an email on this too. So just put link, and then you can register for that. And then also you'll see my latest YouTube video in ManyChat. If you also put link, you'll see an option to watch that. Make sure you're subscribed, because all of those trainings are less than 10 minutes and they're all super hands-on, giving you practical tools of how to grow your business. All the favorite things I love, like apps and all that kind of stuff, is on there. Okay. So that's what I had today, and it looks like you guys got a lot of value from it. We had some great participation, but I really want you guys getting results. I want you duplicating. I want you having a system, and I pretty much just taught you not the whole thing, but a huge piece of a sales funnel. So if you're like, I'm not good at sales, I'm not good at marketing, you're learning. I mean, this is a huge, huge part of your business and for you having the success that you need. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I can't really tell you when I'm doing other lives this week, because, with children home right now, it's sort of a ish show over here. So, but you will see me all over social media this week with great trainings and topics and content to help you crush your business. So as always, until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. Bye-bye.